There's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Collin, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Hauser. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in the rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this offense, man. Luke Altmaier was so good at the trigger. He was so good, man. He got the ball out. He got hit a bunch. Palmer finding that next guy to take Illinois from a good team. And they've been a really good team the past couple years to a great team. It's probably going to start at that spot.
Yeah, Hauser comes in from ECU, and he's expected to be the guy to help lead this team to the promised land. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too, based on what Altmaier was able to do. But this is a position they've been able to find success through the portal, and now Hauser's got to be the guy to get it done and take this team to the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Hauser. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Raymond. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Got a man. It's Black. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
The Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Raymond. There's a little room there. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback. And when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Handoff to the single running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Finds a man in the middle. There he goes. The 10. He is in. Touchdown Illini.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hands. It's Duck.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Black. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Quick strike complete. Makes the catch and he's free. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains and he's got it at the 34.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. He's going for the big play. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Valentine. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Looking for room. It's Valentine. Still running at the 35. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Quarterback making checks. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. On the draw, it's Valentine. Got enough for the first. There's some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and get...
Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Running to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Allen. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the UTSA Roadrunners. And it's the Owls with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They're They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Duff. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
To the air on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the red zone, it's Benjamin. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
They'll run for it. Touchdown, Rutgers! here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
The run inside. It's Valentine. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Hauser. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Illini trying to convert a 3rd down to open the 4th. They'll try to run for it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
They believe they can run right here. Might have a chance. Touchdown, finding Illini. They move on top here in the fourth. The Illini right back in the lead.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the... Snags it, and he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Turning it on. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. He has 60 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. There's a crease. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. This is a designed run. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Illini! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Illini right back in the lead.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Pulls it in. It's Black. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, we've seen this guy come up with some huge throws in this game, and already on the drive, he's thrown a couple of completions. He's got them in a rhythm. This team believes they're going to win this game because of this guy playing the quarterback position.
The Scarlet Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Sweet cut there. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it on the move. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock. And now they're in business in plus territory. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The hand to the running back. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here.
And after that big completion, look how quickly the quarterback is getting his guys set and ready up at the line of scrimmage. They've got no timeouts. They've almost got no time. They got to push the pedal to the metal here to win this game.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He might want another play. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a 1st down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock.
He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them